Reproduction in animals. Reproduction in animals. Here in this chapter, we will discuss about some asexual mode of reproduction. Okay. Here in last class we completed budding, hydra, next budding in yeast, next in this class we will discuss about these two completed. Now binary fission. Binary fission in bacteria. Okay, binary fission. Here observe binary. Bi means two. Fission means here division or break. Fission means division or breaking. Here, because of division or breaking, two daughter cells or two new organisms are formed. Two new organisms are formed. Here, during the budding, actually, binary fission process, it is taken place during the favorable condition. During the favorable condition, binary fission process takes place in bacteria. During the unfavorable condition, actually conjugation process takes place and multiple fission process takes place in bacteria when during the unfavorable condition. Here, during the favorable conditions, binary fission process takes place. During the binary fission process, what will happen? For example, this is bacteria. Here, a small furrow is formed here, like this. Small two furrows are formed at exactly opposite places. Then gradually those furrows grows towards the center like this. Ultimately, two furrows like this join together. Two furrows join together by forming the two bacterial cells. Two bacterial cells. Observe carefully. Okay, this is actually binary fission. Understanding? Next, in amoeba, binary fission in amoeba. Binary fission in amoeba. Here, this amoeba. These are pseudopodia. Here also same. Furrows are formed first. Actually, during the binary fission in amoeba, first nucleus is divided into two. First nucleus is divided into two. This division is called karyokinesis. During the karyokinesis process, nucleus is divided into two. Like this. After nucleus division or karyokinesis, cytoplasm division or cytokinesis process starts. Here, like this, two furrows are formed at opposite places. Then gradually they grows towards the center. Ultimately, two daughter amoeba are formed with a nucleus. Okay, this is a binary fission in bacteria and amoeba. Okay, observe one solve. Next, other types of asexual reproduction. Fragmentation, what? Fragmentation. What is fragmentation? Fragmentation, it is one type of asexual mode of reproduction. Here, examples are algae, fungi, bryophytes, bryophytes. Here, algae, you know, these are green plants. Fungi means non-green plants. Bryophytes means these are amphibians. These are amphibians of plant kingdom. Here, what will happen? Whenever plant body is differentiated, whenever plant body is broken down into small fragments, okay, whenever plant body is broken down into small fragments accidentally, each and every fragment can each and every fragment can grow as independent plants. Grow as independent plants. This is a independent plant. Each and every fragment grows into an independent plant. This type of asexual mode of reproduction is called fragmentation. Understanding? Observe once here. Here only one parent is involved. Only one parent is involved here. Fertilization process does not take place. Fertilization does not take place in fragmentation process. Okay. This is very important process in lower plants. Fragmentation. Understanding? Okay. Next, other type, regeneration. What? Regeneration. Example, tail of lizard. Next, arms of starfish. Arms of starfish. Next, body parts of planaria. Like this, there are some important organs or parts. They can regenerate. For example, if accidentally tail of the lizard is eliminated or removed, then after some time, lizard can grow its tail. Can grow its tail. Understanding? This is called a regeneration. This is also very important mode of asexual reproduction. It is a type of asexual reproduction. Understanding? Observe carefully. Observe and solve. Next, sexual reproduction in animals. Sexual reproduction in animals. In 7th class, you studied about reproduction in plants. Reproduction in plants. What are the reproductive structures in plants? You know, reproductive structures of plants are flowers. Inside of the flower, we can observe inside of the flower, we can observe different types of pods. Already discussed about it in already studied pedicel, thalamus, ovary, style, stigma. These three parts are collectively called as carpel or pistil. Carpel or pistil. For understanding, observe carefully. Observe carefully all parts Here, these are male reproductive parts, stamen. Here, these are petals. These are sepals. Like this, already studied about all these in 7th class. Are you understanding? Next, types of flowers. Already studied about it. Types of flowers. First one, unisexual flower. Bisexual flower. Unisexual flowers, bisexual flowers. What are unisexual flowers? What are unisexual flowers mean? Flowers which have only one type of reproductive structures, either male or female. Okay, observe here this flower. This flower has only female reproductive structure. Male reproductive structures are absent here. This type of flowers are called unisexual female flowers. Papaya plant, we can observe. Coconut plant, in coconut, we can observe this type of plants, flower. Next, here only male reproductive parts, stamens are present. This is a unisex of flowers. This is unisexual flower and male flowers. Okay, this is observe important two types of flowers here. These two belong to unisex of flowers. Now bisexual flower. Now bisexual flower. Observe, this flower has male reproductive organ, stamen, female reproductive organ, carpel. Two types of reproductive structures, male and female, are present in this flower. These type of flowers are called bisexual flowers. These type of flowers are called bisexual flowers. Okay, these are two types of flowers. Observe and solve. Next, what are the characteristic features of sexual reproduction? What are the characteristic features of sexual reproduction? Already we discussed about it. Main important gamete production or gametogenesis. Gametogenesis process does not take place, means gamete here, gametogenesis process occurs here. Gamete, both gamete, male gamete male gamete stems, female gamete ovum are formed in sexual reproduction. Next, fertilization. Fertilization process occurs. Understanding? Next, two parents are involved. How many parents? Two parents are involved in this process. Next, genetic variation. Genetic variation takes place. Genetic variation takes place during the sexual reproduction. Like these are the important characteristic features of sexual reproduction. Okay. Here, when we observe the fertilization, fertilization is two types: external fertilization, next one internal fertilization. What is external fertilization and what is internal fertilization? Here, external fertilization means if fertilization process takes place, listen carefully here. If fertilization process takes place outside of the female body, if fertilization process takes place outside of the female body, then it is called external fertilization. Usually, in external fertilization, male and female gametes are fused in water. In water. Here examples for the external fertilization. Examples are fishes, frog. Fishes, frog. These fishes, frog, for example, male fish sends its male gamete stems into the water. Female organism sends its ova into the water. Inside of the water, male and female gametes are fused. It is called fertilization process. It is called actually fertilization. Fertilization process occurred in water, means outside of the female reproductive system or female body. That is why this type of fertilization is called external fertilization. Means in external fertilization, fusion of male gametes and female gametes is dependent on the nature. Male gamete, fusion of male and female gamete is dependent on the nature. Okay, that is why male and female organisms release millions of sperms and ova into the water because there is a small chance for the fusion. Okay, maximum. Most of these sperms and ova do not fertilize, do not fuse with the opposite gamete because here water is a medium. Fertilization process is dependent on the nature. That is why male organisms and female organisms release number of sperms and ova into the water. Are understanding? This is about external fertilization. Okay. Next, internal fertilization. Next one, internal fertilization. Here, listen carefully. In internal fertilization, actually fusion of male and female gametes occurs inside of the female body. Where? In female body. This type of fertilization is called. This type of fertilization is called internal fertilization. Actually, here male gametes means stem. They move from one region to other region. One region to the ova. Then these stems can fuse with the female gamete ova inside of the female body. Actually, in human being, fertilization process takes place in fallopian tube. In fallopian tube. It is also called as oviduct. Oviduct. In this fallopian tube or oviduct, fertilization process takes place. Actually, fallopian tube, it is a part of female reproductive system. It is a part of female reproductive system. Understanding? Observe one all. After fertilization process, fertilized ova. Fertilized ova is also called zygote. Is also called zygote. Here, when we observe the egg, egg of hen, eggs of hen. This egg is actually a zygote. Actually, it is a zygote. After fertilization process, egg comes out of the female body. Okay, that is why this is the fertilized egg. Okay, it is fertilized egg or zygote. After formation of zygote, zygote is involved in mitosis process. Ultimately, it is modified into the embryo. After several mitotic divisions, zygote is modified into embryo. Then embryo involves embryogenesis process. Embryogenesis. Ultimately, young baby, it is called actually fetus. Actually, it is called fetus. Fetus is formed inside of the mother womb. Inside of the mother womb. After 9 months. After 9 months. Fetus comes out of the female body. Fetus or baby comes out of the female body. Okay, like this is here internal fertilization. Understanding? This is about internal fertilization. Are understanding? Observe carefully. During the embryogenesis, around the embryo, different types of layers are formed. 9 important layers are: first one, chorion. Next one, amnion. Next one, another important one, allantois. What? Allantois. These are 9 important membranes. Listen carefully here. 9 important membranes. Next, another important structure is also developed from the baby, that is umbilical cord. Umbilical cord is attached to the baby at novel. Umbilical cord carry the different types of nutrients from mother to from mother to baby. Umbilical cord. Next, amnion. It is present just around the baby. It is present just around the baby. What is the use of this amnion? It protects the baby from external shock. Inside of the amnion, amniotic fluid is present. Amniotic fluid. Understanding? This amniotic fluid protects the baby. It gives protection to the baby. If amniotic fluid is dried out, then baby will be died. Baby will be died. That is why mother should maintain the proper amount of amniotic fluid to grow the baby in proper way. Understanding? That is why amniotic fluid is very important. During the delivery, baby delivery time, first this amniotic fluid comes out. This amniotic fluid coming out from the female reproductive system. This is a good sign for the good delivery, or delivery is in good condition. Understanding? Like this, here another important structure is placenta. What? Placenta. Placenta, actually it is developed during the 3rd month. Okay, means after 3 months. After 3 months, placenta, very important structure. This placenta is developed. What is the use of placenta? Placenta carries nutrients from mother to fetus. This is the main function of the placenta. Understanding?